Hello children, yes, very good day all of you. So today I'm going to start with social science. Yes kids, so I want all of you to turn to page number, yes, 1414 to block 2. Okay, which block? Block number 2. And what is the name of the block kids? Houses, then and now. What is the meaning of this? Houses then means long back, how the houses were constructed, where the ancient people used to live. Yes, ancient people means, yes, very long back. Our parents, their grandparents and their grandparents and their grandparents. So long ago, how they are, okay, our ancient people. So people who lived long back, how did they live? So it is going to tell us how were the houses and how was it constructed and so on. Yes children. Now houses people live in. So children, what does it say? I want all of you to look into your textbooks. Yes. Humans first lived in caves when they used to move from one place to another. Today we live in different types of houses such as mud huts, bricks and cement houses, bungalows, yes, single-storied and multi-storied houses. Some houses and huts are also made of bamboo and wood. Villages mostly have small houses while cities have single-story houses, multi-story buildings and slums. So what does it say children? Long back, okay, where people used to live, okay. They didn't have the idea of constructing houses using bricks, yes, and cement and all. And they used to live like animals, our ancient people. You know what? They didn't have proper clothes to wear also. They used leaves to cover their body. And yes, they lived in caves and they lived on the top of trees just like other animals did. Okay, so why were they living in the caves and all? In search of some shelter. Yes, from what does they need shelter, children? From what does we need shelter? We need shelter from, yes, heat, cold and rain, right? Yes, if it is too hot and sunny outside, then it will be very difficult for us to stay outside for a long time. We feel very tired and thirsty, yes. So, we feel like going back to our home. Yes, children, we can't roam outside for a very long time. And we need a place which gives us shelter during heat, during very sunny days and all, very bright, hot, sunny days. And also in rain, we cannot get wet in rain and we cannot stay for long time in rain, right? We may fall sick. And in the same way, we cannot also live outside when it is too cold. Yes, and in night, during night, it will be much colder outside. But in our home, we feel warm and we feel safe also. Yes, it is the safest place where we live in. Yes, children. So, it is the place, houses are place we spend our time with our family together, we eat together, yes, we sit comfortably and we go to sleep without any tensions in our head. Okay children, so houses is the place which gives us shelter from not only what? Heat, cold and rain, but also it makes us feel safe and protected. So people during ancient times also, they used to live in forests, okay, and the cities were not developed as much as now. So even they had fear of other wild animals, okay. Actually we have fear of the mosquito bites and other rats, dogs outside in streets. But during those days, yes, they were afraid of the wild animals which might attack them and eat them off. So, they used to, yes, live inside caves or on the top of trees and all. But today, what kinds of houses we have? Yes, gradually, yes, the evolution of man developed. So, the man started developing stage by stage. Yes, he started inventing so many new things. Yes, and also discovering also. So what was the use of fire, what was the purpose of house, and what was the use of stones, how can houses be built, what can it be built of. So initially he started using hays, grass, okay, the dry grass which are called as hay. So he started building small houses with hays. And then it was not what? It was not safe. If there was a strong wind that blew, it would fall off. And even if it would rain, when it rains also, it would get destroyed. And also, if somebody attacked it or if it was lit on fire, then the house built with hay would get destroyed. Yes, so next what did he think of? So very next he thought of using bamboo sticks. So he used sticks, bamboo sticks and also twigs and all. Twigs mean small branches of the trees, okay, which will have leaves. So he started using such sticks and also bamboo sticks and all, which was stronger than the hay. And he started building house, okay, to live inside. Then later he got to know even that was also not as safe as he could stay inside calmly, peacefully. So he was always in a fear of something would happen. If a strong animal or if some enemies attack them, they would easily break off the house which was built up of bamboo sticks also. So what did he use next? In fact, bamboo sticks are very strong, children. They are not like other sticks, but still. So then he started thinking, so which is the strongest material? Yes, then it came to his mind that rocks, stones, these are the strongest materials, and he started to build houses using rocks and stones and all. So then later bricks were used. So for these bricks to stand without any disturbance, to stand still for several years and all, what did they use? Slowly man also invented cement, okay, which is again a mixture of mud and all, okay. Then he made a strong, what? Strong mixture of bricks and cement. Okay, when he started building the houses using the strong materials such as bricks, cement, steel, yes, and other things. And slowly he started designing the houses also. So initially there was only one room, yes, and then he started building a room with a kitchen. So a house had only a room with a kitchen. Then slowly he thought, yes, it can be what? It can be of more use when there are many rooms inside. So, depending on his needs, necessities, and whatever his comforts are, and also his strengths. So, he should have strength to afford, right? Afford for the materials. That is, to pay for the materials that are needed to build a house. So, what he did? He started depending on all these. He started designing the house and building different types of houses. Now you can see so many types of houses, right, children? Yes, you can see an independent house where there is only one house. If there is one big house in one compound, it is called a bungalow. Yes, then a mud hut, that means which is made up of hay, grass and mud are used. Okay. So if it is only made up of grass, hay, dry grass, then it would not be as strong as the mud hut also. Yes, and then there are small houses in some areas. Okay, that some small areas are called as slums. And then multi-storied building. That means a big buildings, okay, complex, mall. You can see in mall, you can see a supermarket. Yes, which has so many types of grocery shops inside it, and also a clothes shop you can find in a mall, a mobile store, and there are so many different stores, right, in a mall. And similarly in a complex also, it is also, yes, a building with so many different stores. And you can see many houses in one big building. They are called as flats in an apartment. So they can find many flats in a big building called as apartments. Yes, children. So there are so many types of houses. So single storied building, multi-storied building means there are storied means nothing but, yes, a building that has floors. Storied means floors. Single storied means which has one floor. Only first floor we can go to, and the second floor there will be terrace. Multi-stored means more than two or two floors. Yes, more than two floors or two floors are called as multi-storied. So in apartments, flats and all, you can find many houses even in multi-storied buildings also. So there are different types of houses, and now look here, people live in different kind of houses depending upon how much it costs to buy the house or live in it. Some families who can live in a costly big house choose to live in smaller houses too because they have a small family. So even as I told you, even if they can afford, that is even if they can pay for all the materials, okay, that is needed to build a house, even those people who have lots and lots of money also, they will also live in small houses. Why? Because theirs will be a small family. It is not because they can afford for the house. It is because theirs will be a small family and they will think that it is not necessary to have a big house. And many poor people who come to work in cities live in slums as the cost of houses is low. So the slums are the places where very poor people live in, because in such areas, okay, the cost of the house or the rent of the house, what is the meaning of rent? That means every month they will be paying this much of a certain amount of money to the owner of the house. That is called the rent. Okay, it will be low, it will be at very low cost. Why is it so? Because such houses will have very less facilities. Okay, it might be the water facility or the power facility. Power means current. So there will be only less facilities, okay, in some houses, like in slums. Okay, so poor people will, what, they choose to live in slums because the houses there are available at very low cost. Now here, village houses then and now. Yes, how were the village houses during those days and how was it now? So here, let me read it out once for you and please listen. 10 years ago, most houses in Ram's village were mud huts with thatched roof. What it is? Thatched roof. What is the meaning of thatched, children? So here you can find a roof made of straw or a similar material. So straws means it might be hay, okay, that is called as straws. Yes, dry grass and all. So a roof which is covered with hay and straws, okay, are known as thatched roof. So look here, they are talking about Ram's village. Let us see how the houses were built there. Okay, these were weak or kacha houses that had single rooms. They did not have toilets or bathrooms. So villagers used to, so the villagers used the open fields. The floors were coated with mud and cow dung to keep away insects. They would cook food on, what is this? They would cook food on chullas by burning wood or coal. Ram and the other villagers faced many problems during the rains. Many times the roofs leaked and the walls broke. Yes, children, here they are telling about the village where Ram lived in. Okay, so long back, that is 10 years from now, 10 years back from now. that is this year is 2020, right? So during 2010, okay, that time the village where Ram lived in, okay, had houses which were built of mud and, okay, which had thatched roof. As I told you, what are thatched roofs? Yes, so such houses are called as huts, children, okay, which are built with mud and thatch, which has thatched roofs. That means which have roofs built with what? Hay and straws. So these houses were very small and they are called as huts. They were very small and they are very weak because they are constructed of only mud and straws. So such weak houses are called as kacha houses, children. So such weak houses are called as kacha houses. And you know, these huts did not have many rooms because, yes, there was no facility to build many rooms inside such huts because it was very small with only few facilities inside, and hence there was only single rooms and even bathrooms were not there, children. Yes, and even the facility of toilets and bathrooms were not there inside the huts. So where would the people go to take bath or to go for toilet? Yes, for the nature calls and all. Where would they go, children? They used to go for the open fields. They used to go in open fields for toilets. Yes, isn't it shameful, children? Even the environment is getting dirty. It is being polluted if we do so. Yes, so they used to go to the open fields because there was no toilets or bathrooms constructed inside the huts. Yes, the village people had no facility at all and they did not have any other choice. Yes, they had to go to the open field and they used to take bath in the rivers and all, children, or else they used to take bath somewhere behind the huts itself. They used to cover, okay, like a screen. They used to use screens to cover the whatever room was available inside the hut and they used to take bath. So we feel so sad, right, for them. And you know what? And even the floors, that is the ground inside the huts, okay, they were covered with wood, okay, sorry, they were covered with what? Mud, okay, children, and cow dung. So they did not have tiles and granites like how we have in cities now. So they were covered with mud and cow dung. Cow dung means, yes, the what? The waste of the cow. Okay. So that is known as cow dung. So whatever the cow excreted, yes, the waste of the cow is known as cow dung. So they used to what? They used to cover the whole floor inside the huts with mud and cow dung for what, children? So that the bacteria and other harmful insects and all would not enter the huts. Okay, and there were no many rooms inside the huts. There was only less facilities, few facilities available, and they did not have gas stoves like what we have now to cook food and all. They cooked food on chulhas. Okay, so it is, chulhas means, okay, it is like this. It will be in the shape of like this, and at the top of it there will be a small stand here. Okay, so it is attached to this part and this one is left open, and bottom of this, okay, the wood logs, the small logs of wood or the coal and all is actually kept inside. That will help for the fire to burn. So they used to keep the vessel on top of this. Okay, children. Yes, you can also search in Google chulhas. You can find the clear picture of chulhas. Okay, it is a type of stove. Okay, but not gas stove and all. It used to, yes, they used to cook on chulhas by using what? By burning wood or coal. Okay, yes. So the coal and the small logs of wood are kept under the stand, okay, inside the chulha, so that the vessel that is kept above will get heat, enough heat to cook the food. Okay, and you know what? So whatever, whoever people lived in that village, okay, they felt very, very difficult, including Ram, during, especially during rainy seasons. You know why? Because easily the thatched roofs, okay, thatched roofs means the roofs which were built up of straws and dry grass, hay, okay, they used to easily destroyed, okay, they used to get easily destroyed, and it used to get leaked. Okay, leaked means the water and all used to enter the houses through the roof. Okay, so drop by drop, or sometimes yes, very heavily itself, so that is called the roofs would leak. Okay children, and so many times even the walls were also getting what? They were also broken. Why? Because they were built up of mud, okay, and not stones and all. So that is of low budget, low cost, okay, because they could build such types of huts at very low cost. Okay children, yes, so they used to suffer a lot. Let's see what happened next. So when Ram and some other villagers went to the city to work, they earned more money. With the extra money, they could rebuild their houses with bricks and a tin roof. These were strong or pakka houses. Today, almost all the houses in the villages are made using bricks. The houses have different rooms for the kitchen and bathroom. Sometimes the walls are painted due to better transportation painted. Sorry. Due to better transportation facilities, raw materials like bricks and cement can now reach remote villages. Though many houses have changed, mud houses are still seen in the villages. Okay, children, later what happened? They were facing many problems, right? So, the Ram, okay, Ram and other village people, okay, they went to cities in search of a better job, so that whatever money they got from that job, okay, it was better, far better than the job they used to do in the village, and they used to get more money than before. Yes, so what did they do with that money? Okay, after spending for whatever the needs and necessities they have, okay, with the extra money, okay, they had some money again left with them, that is called as extra money. Okay, they came to village and they started rebuilding means to build again. Okay, they started to build again the houses, but this time did they build with mud and straws, children? No, they knew that yes, it would get destroyed very easily and it had no facilities and at all. Yes, so this time they started, yes, building the houses with bricks, and also they had tin roof. This is known as tin roof here in this picture. So that means henchina mane they will tell. That is called tin roof, sheet mane, henchina mane. Okay. So this house did not leak even during rainy season, even if it was very, very heavy rainfall also. Yes, it would not leak inside the house. It would not allow the water to pass through the what? Tin roofs into enter inside the houses. So these were very strong, right? They were built with bricks and tins, okay, metals and all. So they are called as pakka houses. What are they called, children? Pakka houses. So the strong houses are called as pakka houses and the weak houses are called as kacha houses. So now we can find these type of houses even today in many villages, but also okay, in few places, in few villages we can find huts also even today. You know how did these village people got the strong materials to build houses? Yes, from the cities itself. And how? Due to better transportation facilities. What is the meaning of transportation facility? That means, yes, the roads were made. Yes, they were so nicely constructed, right? Today, the roads, the nice roads and all, for the vehicles to move without any difficulty. Yes, they can reach from one place to another, right? So, the vehicles, the movement of vehicles from one place to another, to either, yes, that carries people or that carries goods from one place to another is known as transportation. Okay, carrying of goods or what? Or people, okay, like us who will travel from one place to another through vehicles, by vehicles, is known as transportation. So today transportation facility is so well developed, and even the roads are also well constructed, are constructed nicely, right? So it is very easy to supply the materials, whatever materials is necessary to build or construct a house. Okay, children? So you understood, right? So we will move to next page. Yes, kids? So city houses. So how are the houses in cities? How were they during very long back, during those days, long back time? Okay, that means then. And now means at present, how the houses are constructed. Okay, that is now. So, how are houses built in the cities, children? Are they strong or are they weak? So, the houses in the cities, yes, are strong houses. The materials used are the bricks, the stones, cement, yes, the metals, and also, yes, very strong materials are used to build houses, because we can find multi-storied buildings, that is houses with many number of floors. And we can also find single storied building, we can find very big houses, yes, and small houses also, but they are all very strong. Even if it is even if it is very hot outside, or even if it is very windy, or even if there is heavy rainfall and all, these houses will not get destroyed. Yes, children? So, let us see how they are. Look here. They were built of cement, bricks and wood. So, how were the houses in the cities built? They were built using cement, bricks and wood. Okay? Yes. And then, until some years ago, houses in big cities were single or double story building. So, for only some years, okay, the houses were either single story, which had only single floor, or only double floor. But is it the same even today, children? No, we can find so many floors, right? Yes, we can find so many floors with so many houses. We can find big buildings called as apartments. See, multi-story buildings means apartment. A bungalow, look how nice it is, with a beautiful garden outside in front of their house. An old house, isn't it also beautiful, with pillars and all inside, and even the floors inside the house you can find. Yes, children, and there are duplex and triplex and all. That means, yes, the floors are constructed inside the houses itself. So, they are so well designed, and they are constructed very strongly using the strong materials. Okay, and there are so many rooms, and sometimes even each member of the family will have different rooms. And there is a dining hall, there will be dining halls, there will be big attached bathrooms also, there will be so many bathrooms you can find in few houses. Yes, in each and every rooms. And also there will be study room, and also bedrooms also, there will be more than one or two. Yes, so you know what? Look here, let us see. These houses also called bungalows, that has too many rooms. Okay, why? Because a large family, that is a joint family or a family with many members, lived in houses, okay, in big houses called as bungalows. Okay, and then they had open courtyards. Courtyards means like this, something like a ground, and even a garden. So they had open space around the house. Inside their compound, they are called as courtyards. Look, you can see here the meaning of courtyards. Open areas within a house surrounded by rooms or walls. Okay. So it is a compound which will be covered with what? Roofs or walls, and then again there will be so much of place. Yes, and they will have a garden or a place to play and all. They are called as courtyards. Verandas and lawns. Okay, lawns is again garden like this where there is, yes, where there is grass, a carpet of grass. Okay, yes, natural grass, they are called as lawns. And verandas, okay, the place which is, yes, used as utility. Okay, that is an extra place to what? To wash clothes or to dry clothes or to wash vessels and so on. So it is an extra place inside the house. They are called as veranda or even porticos. That means it is also an extra place, okay, in front of the houses, like small compounds which is almost like a room where the guests are, okay, where the guests can be made to sit. So they are called as porticos, and even sometimes few houses will have garage also. Garage means, yes, a place to park the vehicles. Okay, children? Yes, garage means a place to park the vehicles, especially car, and to keep the car. Look here. So next, the ceilings were high and the houses had many windows and ventilators for air to pass through. The kitchen were usually large and people who did not have gas stove cooked on kerosene stoves. So children, here, so these houses, you know what? Yes, the roofs are very high, right? Yes, the roofs means where the ceilings are there. You can see a fan fixed, right? It is on the roof itself. A fan is sealed too. Okay. So these roofs, if you just stretch your arms, can you reach the roofs? No, you have to reach the roofs or to fix the fan. You have to stand on a ladder or a big tall stool. Yes, children. So they are, yes, the ceilings are very high, and even houses in cities, they had many windows and doors. Why? Yes, to allow fresh air to enter the house and as much as sunlight to enter the house. So they are called the ventilators, that is windows, doors, yes, and whatever for exhaust fan also there will be small windows or there will be small glass windows on the roof, in the roof, okay, on the ceilings for the for enough sunlight to enter the house. Yes, so these are called as ventilators. And even, you know what? Kitchen also was very, very big. It was usually constructed in big in size, okay? And the people who did not have gas stove or who did not have money to, yes, buy a gas stove, they had kerosene stoves. Okay, children, that means as we, okay, put petrol to our vehicles, okay. So if there is petrol in our vehicles, whether two-wheeler or four-wheeler and or petrol, diesel, if there is petrol, diesel in our vehicles, then it will move forward, right? It will be able to start and all, otherwise we can't start it. Similarly, there were stoves in which the kerosene oil, it is also an oil just like petrol and diesel and all. So they used to fill the stoves with what? Kerosene oil. Now we will get gas stoves. That means we will get cylinders from outside. Yes, which will be delivered from the persons that we purchase. Okay, children. And you know what is inside those cylinders? Gas. But then during those days, then, okay, people used to cook on kerosene stoves. That means it was filled with kerosene oil. Okay, yes. So Look here. Today, most houses in cities are multi-story buildings with many apartments. One floor may have two or more apartments. This allows many families to live together in the same building. One reason for this change is because family sizes have become smaller with fewer family members. Apartments suit the needs of smaller family as they have fewer rooms and smaller kitchens. Though multi-storied buildings are built of cement and have a common park for children, so it is built of cement and bricks. They need strong steel rods to support the tall building. These buildings usually have a common park for children. The cars are often parked in the basement alongside these buildings. Many slums are also seen in cities today. So how are the buildings now, children? Yes, they are either multi-storied, as I told you what is multi-storied, or they might be single storied houses also with only one floor, or it might be bungalow, or it might be an old house. But you know what, they will have all the facilities. Yes, in cities we have all the facilities. The houses in which we live has all the facilities. There will be sufficient of water to use and drink. There will be sufficient of sunlight that enters the houses. So they are built in such way, and they are Pakka houses, they are very strongly built. So, what are the materials that are used to build strong houses? Materials such as cement, rocks, bricks, wood, etc. Okay, children, and you know what? Yes, what are apartments? There will be so many buildings and so many houses in one single big building, and such houses are called as apartments. Okay, yes, and you know what, in apartments, okay, there are so many what families that are living in apartments, because there is all the facilities in the apartments given. So there will be a swimming pool, there will be a park, there will be lawn, there will be walking area, and so on. Okay, so people mostly they like to go to apartments because there will be all facilities near the house itself, right? Yes, so you know what, actually people family with less number of people, that is less number of family members, okay, they what, they actually like to live in apartments. Why? Because yes, apartments actually they suit the, what is the meaning of suit the needs of smaller families? That means yes, the small families will like to move to apartments, to like to live in apartments, because yes, there will be all facilities, and as it is the small family, yes, there will be only few rooms, and there will be small kitchens. The kitchens are constructed in small size. So children, so whether it is a multi-storied or single-storied and all, you can find houses in cities that are built of cement, rocks, bricks, rods, okay, and so on, which are very strong materials. And now, yes, these buildings usually have this one I told, they will have a common children park. Okay, park for children, and also there will be common place to park the vehicles also. And where do they park the vehicles? And okay, in the ground floor. Actually, below the ground floor, below, not above. Above the ground floor, you will call it as what? First floor, and then above it second floor and all. But the floor that is below the ground level is called the basement. Okay, so in the basement, what, actually all the families, okay, there will be vehicles, right? Because there are so many families, so they will park the vehicles, okay, in the parking area, which will be in the basement. And alongside these buildings, many some even slums are also seen. Okay, not only these type of strong buildings, but also slums are also seen to even today also. Even today also we can see slums in the cities also. So look here children, village and city houses. I want you to read this. Mr. Yes, Pillai's parents and younger sister live in a village in Kerala. They live in a big house. It is a single storied house with 5 rooms, a big courtyard and a veranda. Okay, but 20 years ago, this house had only 2 rooms. It was built of mud and had a thatched roof. When Mr. Pillai moved to a city to work, he saw many houses built of cement, bricks, and stones. These houses were stronger than the houses in this village. So, he saved money to build a pakka house for his parents and sister. In the city, Mr. Pillai lives in a multi-storied building in a small 2 room apartment with his wife and 2 children. His son has a dream to build a big duplex house with a swimming pool for his family. So, children, earlier I told you, okay, how was the village where Ram lived, and here they are telling us, yes, there was a man or a boy called as Pillai, okay, who lived with his younger sister and parents in a village. And you know what? That village was in Kerala. Where was the village, children? In Kerala. Okay. So they live in big house itself like this, which is a very big house in the village, but it is also built up of what? Mud, and it also have thatched roof, so it will get easily destroyed, right? So what did Mr. Pillai do? Okay, even though the house he lived with his family and all was very big enough with so many rooms, okay, and it also had how many rooms? 5 rooms. It had 5 rooms, and a big courtyard was there, and even veranda was also there, right? Yes. So, what happened next? What did Mr. Pillai decide? What did he decide? So, he decided to go to city to what? Search for a better job so that he will get lots and lots of money. And then he got a job, a better job. And then what did he do? He started what? Building his house in the village where his parents and younger sister, that is small sister, lived, okay, with strong materials, using strong materials. That is, he made his kacha house into pakka house now. Okay, yes, and then he exactly saved the money and he built houses for his parents and sisters and all, and now he is living very happily there. Yes. So where does Mr. Pillai live? He is not living in that house because he is working in a city. So there in the city he actually lived in a apartment which was very close by to his office and all. So he lived in an apartment, okay children, and his apartment had only 2 room. Yes, it had only 2 room, and who all lived there? Yes, he lived with his wife and he had 2 children. So he lived there. Okay, Mr. Pillai lived with his family, that is his wife and 2 children. And you know what was the dream of his son? So one among the 2 children, his 2 children was a boy, baby boy, and his son, that is Mr. Pillai's son, he started dreaming of building a big house, that too a duplex house. I told you what is a duplex house, right children? Yes. So, and then he wanted also, yes, what did he want? He wanted a swimming pool also. Inside what? Inside the big duplex house he lived in to play and all. So his son had a dream of building a big duplex house. So as his father, Mr. Pillai, also reconstructed, rebuilt. Okay, as he rebuilt the house in the village, okay, into a pakka house. So even his son, Mr. Pillai's son, also had what? Dream of building a better big house called as duplex house. That means there will be floors inside the house itself. Okay, children, not from outside. That is called a duplex house. So, children, he also wanted a swimming pool there. Okay. So now I want all of you to read this lesson again once or twice. So by that time I will prepare notes for you and I will send it. But before that I want all of you, yes, to read this lesson. Okay children, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.